Development for a long time. And a lot of attention getters. I'm glad everyone was enjoying meeting new people. So just a little bit about this afternoon. My mom's going to do a walkthrough of her self-portraits. She's going to dance to Dahil Sayo, one of my grandmother's favorite love songs. And we'll end with a raffle. So if you want to put your name afterwards in the jar, please do so. But before that, I'll say just a few words about my mom. I ran into a couple of her friends recently at her salsa class, and they asked, what is it like to have a mom like Susan? So I did think about it, and there are three words that came to mind: permission, possibility, and privilege. So she gave me permission to always be my full self. Throughout her life, my mom has shown me that possibilities are endless. You can always reinvent yourself and try something new. And then the privilege of having a mother who's been my biggest cheerleader. So to celebrate you, I collected 80 reasons why we love you from your friends and family. And I know sometimes you don't remember all the compliments, so I have them written down. So I'm only going to read a few because I don't want to make you cry. But we love you because you are graceful and you carry yourself with pride and dignity. You cherish family and family traditions. You are committed to community and are a force of togetherness. And you are joy personified. So if you want to add to the list, please see me after, and we'll create it. But I'm going to create a printful poster, but we have all the reasons here. So before we get started, we'll sing Happy Birthday. My singing voice isn't that great, so I need everyone to help me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Susan. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. I just want to do a brief walkthrough, and then I'm going to dance a small portion of a dance of the elders that I've done with other people. But I want to start off with a quote. Posing in the nude after 60 is an act of defiance. That made me mad when I read that. It was from a man, obviously, and it posited that women need another to react, to respond to. My art is not that at all. I was 71 when I first saw stripes coming from the Venetian blinds onto my body, and I was enthralled. At 71, I was facing mortality. Memory changes, body changes. My mom was dying, and she died less than a year later. So it wasn't about defiance, it was an inward journey. And at first, it was an act or sense of wonder. Because here I was, previously a sculptor, and all of a sudden I was seeing my body as a work of art. I mean, at 71, that's a pretty miraculous, amazing experience. And feeling that the art could live even though I wasn't going to be around. So there was that balancing of reality and wishful thinking. When I first started also, I had just done an installation at Soam Arts called Forever Longing. And it was in 2017. It was a stack of drawers and then some ceramic pieces. Come on, sit down. So you want to grab some chairs from outside? Thank you for coming.
Sorry.
So I had done this installation of called Forever Longing that had a stack of computer drawers and some of my ceramic pieces to show how it was to be a child of war. I was born right after World War II, and my mom was pregnant with me, running away from bombs in Manila. Manila was the second most devastated city in World War II. Second after Warsaw. Warsaw was the first and was deliberately destroyed by Hitler. The Philippines got destroyed, Manila got destroyed just from the crossfire of Americans and the Japanese. So I grew up as a toddler hearing whispers of what people had gone through because they didn't want to have the children hear that. And I believe my body ingested all that sadness and all the devastation, as well as the rebuilding. There was a rebuilding effort that went on at the same time. So I just finished that Forever Longing installation, and at that point I decided I was finished with exhibiting. I was finished with memoir sculpture. I was finished with memoir installations. I didn't want to do that anymore. And as a matter of fact, I didn't exhibit again until 2023, or 24. So in that time period, I discovered this private passion with photography. And in that private passion, I explored aging, I explored identity, I explored what it felt to feel like you're disappearing. Because who are you when you get older? Your mind feels young, but everything else is like visibly, physically, viscerally changing. And so if you notice, most of the early work is body parts. It's not the whole body. And that's because I was seeing myself as sculpture. I was seeing myself as a work of art. And it was fascinating to be able to create beauty out of my body. And this is just an amazing experience for someone like most of us, like many of us, who felt rejected by societal standards. You know, who among us is leggy, big-breasted, blonde? You know, so I was always hiding my short, muscular legs under long pants and not wearing shorts ever when I was growing up. I mean, I had that kind of mindset, even though, you know, I did makeup, I fixed my hair and all that. I still had the mindset of not ever being able to live up to the standards, the expectations. So suddenly at 71, I'm seeing myself as a beautiful body. And that jump-started another journey, and that was to gratitude. Because what happened was, I didn't have a tripod. I had just started this. I had no tripod. I had nothing, no information about timers. Cynthia sent me 3 timers in the mail, eventually. But I was telling her what I was doing. And I have to say, again, I want to thank Cynthia and my daughter Tabby for their support of looking at thousands of nude pictures and giving me feedback. So what happened was that my body was achy sometimes, but I would make these little tunnels. So a lot of the early work is with mirrors. And that's why you see the double images, and then we collage them. So I would have mirrors, long full-length mirrors on their side. I would put fabric to cover the frame, and then I would have to tunnel in there and crawl in there. Then after, a while of photographing myself, it was very hard to stand up again. So that part of the journey made me feel so grateful for my body, that my body was doing what I asked her to do. And from that gratitude, I began to accept myself. So unexpectedly, this journey of finding a line, making a mark on my body, became a journey towards self-acceptance and then to self-love, which I discovered for myself are two different things. So from gratitude, I started accepting my body just as she was, and which is good because now I'm 77, right? I'm 78, and there are more changes. And I started feeling so amazingly happy with my body. And one day when I was looking around in my home, and I saw these vignettes that I create for those of you who live in my home, I have a little this to look at. And I realized that I would be so happy when my eyes glanced at a favorite pot, ceramic pot or a picture or whatever. But when I looked in the mirror, I was still not there. So I decided to do daily affirmations, which I still do today, along with my prayers. I'd say, may I love and accept myself just as I am. And my experience was, within 6 months, I was feeling different. I was feeling more accepting. And not just of my body, but part of my history is perfection, being expected to do things without embarrassing the family, So what I found was that I was being nicer to myself. If I made a mistake, I didn't beat myself up. If I didn't look that good that day, to standards, I said, so what? Those are all new experiences for me. And that happened with being deliberately mindful of what I was saying to myself and how I was praying for myself. And that led to the last stage of self-love. And I don't know how it happened, but suddenly I was feeling different about myself and actually loving myself. And that's when I went from body parts to my full face, being able to show my whole body, and eventually not needing the stripes. Still needing fabric though, but feeling much more comfortable. So this is a journey not only of art and audacity, but also inward exploration and finding a way towards self-love and self-acceptance. So to the art critic who said it was an act of, what did he say? See, I forgot already.
Science.
What I'm saying instead is no, it's all about me. Thank you. So in 2024, when I exhibited for the first time these portraits, Deborah Vaughn helped us put together a Dance of the Elders, which we danced at the opening. But today I'm just going to do my part. And the Dance of the Elders was composed of, I think the first time we were all in our 70s. And so now I'm the only one who's 80. But here are these women doing Buto, interpretive dance, and then salsa. So I'm the salsa one. And what I'm going to ask you to do is to join me in the last part of the dance. All right, so I've got to set everything up, and I'll be right back.